If you try to hold my hand, I'll slug you.
Each year, the great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch that he thinks is the most sincere. He's got to pick this one. He's got to. I don't see how a pumpkin patch can be more sincere than this one. You can look all around and there's not a sign of hypocrisy. Nothing but sincerity as far as the eye can see.
Thanks for watching NBC 33 News Morning Edition. The time is 6:26. Okay, so you know how we asked you to send your pictures and put them in our newscast? Well, you got to see what one viewer claims his friend found at a hunting camp in Berwick. I really don't even know what that is. The guy who sent it in didn't want us to mention his name, but tells us this is totally for real. He says last weekend his friend's family found one of their hunting camps destroyed, but the SIM card was still there, and so was this crazy image. I put the pic up on Facebook, and this is what some of you have to say.
From its crude shape, monochromatic gray skin, large nails, long arms, crawling on all fours, and a nearly featureless face, the Rake is by far one of the most freakish and unusual internet urban legends. Today, we'll be discussing the origins of the Rake and its relevance in media. As with most creepy internet urban legends, our story starts on 4chan. In 2005, an anonymous account made a post requesting people to make a new monster. Here, people would begin to post their own depictions of monsters that they think would be the scariest. From these posts, the creator of the thread would compile the similar or scariest ideas found within each post. After some time and many posts, this post was made recapping the current state of the new mythic. Alright, this is for the people who like the 3 eyes, no apparent mouth, pale skin. Here's what we have so far. Humanoid, about 6 feet tall, one standing, but usually crouches, and walks on all fours. It has very pale skin, the face is blank, as in no nose, no mouth. However, it has 3 solid green eyes. One in the middle of its forehead, and the other 2 on either side of its head, towards the back. Usually seen in front yards and suburban areas, usually just watches the observer but will stand up and attack if approached. When it attacks, its mouth opens up if a hinged skull that opens at the chin. Reveals many tiny but dual teeth. The beast was originally described to have 3 eyes, 2 on either side of its head like a bird, and the last found on its forehead. Pale skin, blank face, 6 feet tall but usually crouching. Found in suburbs, would usually stalk its prey. When provoked, it would attack with a large unhinged jaw and several dual teeth. From here, people would begin to post the thread and current depiction of the creature to other threads where the creature would begin to evolve further. The creature's name began to be known as the Crawler or Operation Crawler. From there, many aspects of the Crawler were altered, added, or removed. For example, the center forehead eye was removed, with the 2 remaining eyes being repositioned towards the front. The mouth was now always slightly visible, has now hundreds of dual teeth, an odd mention of a lack of genitals, and a design human enough that could be disguised with a trench coat and a hat, alongside a bald, featureless head. Shortly after, a story was uploaded onto the Something Awful forum on July 20th, 2006. It was here, and subsequent creepypastas, that the Crawler became known more commonly as the Rake. Within these stories, the Rake became a figure of horror. It would watch its victims in their sleep, attack forest explorers, and more. Included with these stories was a slowly growing lore, with many sightings in the stories dating decades before the Rake was first conceived. Thus, large communities began forming as the Rake gained notoriety. Creepypasta catalogs and websites began adding the Rake to their databases, and new stories made their way back to 4chan with its paranormal board, and spread all over websites like Reddit. People would begin making fan games, fan films, and fan art, leading to the creation of the Tumblr page titled Fuck Yeah, The Rake, providing a place for the Rake community to share stories, fan projects, and more. Later, an image of Grim from the first-person shooter game Resistance 3 was sent to a news outlet in Louisiana, resulting in a public knowledge of the idea of the Rake without knowing its origin or name. Several YouTube commenters began interpreting the information and image as legitimate evidence of the Rake being a real entity, causing more sightings to be found and posted all over the web. Mass hysteria comparative to the Slender Man.
Thanks for watching NBC 33 News Morning Edition. The time is 6:26. Okay, so you know how we asked you to send in your pics so we can put them in our newscast? Well, you gotta see what one viewer claims his friend found at a hunting camp in Berwick. I really don't even know what that is. The guy who sent it in didn't want us to mention his name, but tells us this is totally for real. He says last weekend his friend's family found one of their hunting camps destroyed, but the SIM card was still there, and so was this crazy image. I put the pic up on Facebook, and this is what some of you had to say about it. And our next person says, hey, I've got one that my friend snapped up here in North Louisiana with the same cam. Stance alien girl looking thing floating in the background. So here's that pic. Okay, really creepy, isn't it? And we got the music to go along with it.
On the topic of the Slenderman, the Rake makes an appearance in a Slenderverse ARG called Everyman Hybrid. While I won't recap the series here, and if you want a recap I suggest watching Nightmind's series, the Rake appears after the main group are being stalked by the Slenderman. The Rake kills someone in the forest in the video Cops Checked, No Body, leaving their body for the group to find.
I'm really not buying into this, man. This isn't been making any sense to me. What's up? What? Oh shit. Oh, alright, she's just sleeping. She's sleeping, it's fine.
Call somebody?
Call who? The cops don't believe us. We're not supposed to be here in the first place. And there's no such thing as an anonymous call anymore.
Then, dude. Let's just go.
Yeah, you go. This is your hunt. These are your clues. You gotta go see what this is. We can't
A body,
leave. We can't.
dude? This is beyond
She could
a game.
be sleeping, she could be hurt. You just go. This is all you.
Hello? She got cuts on her
She
arm,
could be
dude.
she could be hurt.
She got cuts on her arm.
It's our duty, we have to do it. Go poke her with a stick or something. Isn't that what you're supposed to do with bodies to check if they're alive? Ma'am, you shouldn't be sleeping here. This isn't really conducive. Jeff, don't give me that look. Just go. She's got something in her hand. Ma'am, are you okay?
Let's just go.
Just something in her hand. Get it. She's got cuts on her.
Sorry.
Holy shit. What is that?
Oh, watch your step.
Splitting up like that? We always want
Yeah, man, it's Scooby-Doo.
The Rake then begins to stalk a member of the group before attacking again and leaving after making a deal with the Slenderman to not kill any member of the group. Then, a group member goes out, hunts the Rake, where he kills it and ends the Rake's connection to the ARG. After its appearance in Everyman Hybrid, the Rake didn't appear much else. A few fan games were made about him, and people began discussing the possibility of lore for the Rake, resulting in belief that the Rake was an alien given evidence by its foreign design with gray skin and depictions of having a large forehead in some stories and fan games. However, the Rake did make one final mainstream appearance in the feature-length film titled The Rake. As with most movies based off of a creepypasta or ARG, The Rake, the movie, did not hold up very well in the eyes of the Rake character fanbase. The Rake isn't a monster that stalks people in the woods in the movie. Rather, it's a curse held by a serial killer that causes him to turn into the Rake, alongside many other issues people had with the movie. The movie is now notable for being a complete flop. This marked the final mainstream appearance of the Rake, resulting in it being lost to infamy. It is now widely regarded as the internet's self-made monster, a beast made by the internet for the internet. And sure enough, its freakish design, stalkerish nature, and horrific tales launched it into being one of the most widely known myths in the internet. Thank you.